This is breaking news. Ex-spy reveals truth about Donald Trump dossier. Today, April 27th. In a court filing this week, Christopher Steele, the former British spy who assembled the infamous Trump dossier, published by BuzzFeed in January, confirmed parts of it were completely unverified and blamed the BuzzFeed website for publishing the document. In other words, he confirmed that it was fake. According to the Washington Times, Christopher Steele said in the filing that at least one of the charges in the dossier, which involved a technical company CEO hacking the Democratic Party, wasn't backed up by any evidence. His defense was that the document should never have been published by BuzzFeed and that he followed proper protocol by showing the document to the staff of Senator John McCain and alerting the government to the information that he collected. The filings were part of a defamation lawsuit by Alexander Gubarev, who was the CEO of Luxembourg-based XBT Holdings, who was accused in the dossier of having hacked the Democrats. The filing, made in a London court, called the charges against Gubarev, quote, unsolicited intelligence and raw intelligence, end quote, which needed to be analyzed and further investigated and verified. Steele instead passed the blame on to Fusion GPS, the Democrat-connected position research firm that hired him. Quote, the defendants did not provide any of the pre-election memoranda to media organizations or journalists, nor did they authorize anyone to do so. End quote. This is what Steele said in a statement made through his attorney, and he added, nor did they provide the confidential December memorandum to media organizations or journalists, nor did they authorize anyone to do so. In other words, Steele didn't allow any media to put this out. Neither did he state that it was evidence. The filing said all the material times Fusion was subject to an obligation not to disclose to third parties confidential intelligence material provided. So Fusion was not allowed to disclose any of this to anybody. Most of the controversy surrounding the 35-page document published by BuzzFeed on January 10th centered around the outlandish sexual allegations made against Trump. The media had a field day with the preposterous document, even as they acknowledged almost none of it could be verified. But the entire document has come under fire from insiders, even those who are opposed to Trump. According to NBC News, even former acting CIA Director Mike Morrell, who had called Trump a Russian dupe, said the fact that Christopher Steele paid his sources and went through intermediaries, quote, kind of worries me a bit because if you're paying somebody, particularly former Russian Federal Security Service officers, they are going to tell you truth and innuendo and rumor, and they're going to call you up and say, hey, let's have another meeting, I have more information for you, because they want to get paid some more, end quote. No kidding. Well, duh. However, those on the left still want to believe one of the most fraudulent reads since, quote, a million little pieces, end quote, is somehow real. One can only hope this lawsuit does something to disabuse them of that notion. This is by the Daily Caller, and it's on Conservative Tribune.